the clock. Did you know that time passes during everything you do? For instance, while you're listening to me, or while you are playing, or when the hands on the alarm clock move on. On the alarm clock, you can see what time it is now. Turn the hands on the clock and see what happens. By the way, if you can read the clock, you won't be too late for a birthday party with friends or for a doctor's appointment. Do you want to learn to read the clock? Then click on the icons at the edge of the screen, one after the other. Parts of the clock. Which parts of a clock are important for telling time correctly? Many clocks have a dial with the numbers 1 to 12 and 2 clock hands. A big one and a little one. The hands of the clock always move in the same direction. This is called clockwise. Oh no! Something has been mixed up here. Look at the clock. Something is missing. Can you place the missing parts of the clock at the right spot? Complete the clock. Ready, steady, go! Hour and minute hands. Which hand is probably faster, and why? The big hand of the clock shows the minutes. That is why it is called the minute hand. In 1 hour, it moves once around the dial of the clock. When it has done that, 60 minutes have passed. 1 minute, therefore, is much shorter than 1 hour. About as short as washing your hands or singing happy birthday. The little hand of the clock shows the hours. It moves very slowly. In 1 hour, it only moves from one number to the next. An hour is about as long as it takes to bake a cake in the oven. Do you know the full hours? Turn the little hand of the clock, the hour hand, until it shows the correct time. The sign next to the clock tells you what time it should be. When you set the time, click OK to see whether you did it right. You are doing so well! You did that really well! Very good! Good! Quarters of an hour. You wonder what a cake has to do with a clock. Imagine that the clock is a cake that you divide into 4 equal parts. 1 part is a quarter of an hour. 2 parts are half an hour. And 3 parts are 3/4 of an hour. 4 quarters, or the whole cake, are then 1 hour. That is not too hard, is it? If the big hand moves a quarter, from 12 to 3, then a quarter of an hour has passed. After half an hour, it is at 6. When the minute hand is at 9, 3/4 of an hour have passed. To and past. What do to and past mean when telling time? Important. The minute hand, the big hand, helps us to understand this. When it is on the way from 12 to 6, we say past. So if it is at 3, we say a quarter past. If it is between 6 and 12, we say 2. For example, if it is at 9, then we say a quarter to. In this case, it does not matter where the little hand is. Look closely. Which clock is correct? You will soon hear a question about telling time. Only one clock shows the correct answer. Click to choose the correct clock. The piece of cake will help you in this. Ready? Then let's go! Which clock shows 4:15? Super! You did such a good job! Which clock shows 4:45? Yes, exactly! Which clock shows 3:30? Super! You did such a good job! Which clock shows